Finally this week, AOPA's senior features editor, Julie Walker, has the story of a company that takes forlorn airplane parts, turns them into something really beautiful.
Making the old new. Making the old art. That is what MotoArt is all about.
MotoArt is a company that my partner Dom and I started back in 2001. We actually called ourselves Propeller Art first, propellers, because that's all we had. Donovan and I worked together at a sign company, and Donovan had rescued an old beat-up propeller out of the scrap aluminum truck, and he worked and sanded, and that's where I kind of learned that aluminum mirror polishes very well.
Dave Hall and Donovan Fell brought the propeller sculptures to the Barrett-Jackson car auction in Scottsdale, Arizona. They sold every one they brought.
What I got from the show was the enthusiasm of everyone's reaction to what we were selling.
Donovan and Dave realized the prop sculptures were just the beginning.
Dom and I sat down for lunch one day and we basically mapped out what MotoArt was going to be.
The future was making functional art. Art like furniture out of airplane parts. It all started with a trip to the boneyard.
Donovan had found these C-119 doors, these cargo doors, paratrooper doors is what we call them. And I'm out scouting the rest of the boneyard, and I got big eyes for everything, and I come back to the truck and they're loading up these 18 crates inside the Penske truck we had. And he bought every single one of them for $100. Well, that was our $2,000. And him and I got in the biggest fight. And when we got back, he stayed up all night and he made the prototype of our first paratrooper door coffee table that we ever had. And I came in the next day and it was pretty rough, but I saw where he was going with it, and that's pretty hot. Ironically enough, the last 5 that we sold for $15,000 a piece.
Now MotoArt makes everything from a Skybar to a 747 sleeper. The artists and mechanics are constantly at work on a new piece. The newest creations at MotoArt are something much smaller, plane tags.
We're missing a huge demographic out there because we just can't find something that's affordable. I said, well, let's take these skins and stamp them out and try a luggage tag and market them as luggage tags from different aircraft. So I finally got Donovan signed on board, and we went out and bought this used punch press, and we spent $5 grand and got a die for it. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen, because all of a sudden it was like ding, 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 ding. We sold literally in the first 3 weeks thousands of these plane tags.
Dave recently discovered the sawed-off cockpit of a B-1 bomber.
Somebody sent me a link that they found on Craigslist, and the guy had a B-1B bomber in his backyard. So I called him and made a deal, and I couldn't believe what I bought it for, and he drove it out for me. So it arrived here on Sunday, and I was almost doing cartwheels in my shop, and he just didn't understand why I was so excited.
For Dave, MotoArt is the realization of a dream on a much larger scale.
As a kid, I used to build models, and now it's like the real thing as I get older.
Julie Walker, AOPA Live.
You can read more about MotoArt in the September issue of AOPA Pilot Magazine.